Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Stopping by to give you guys an update. It's been about 3 months since I stopped by to give you guys an update. In my last video, I spoke of my husband and I getting an additional opinion concerning moving forward and what we should do moving forward. So just to give a refresher, since it's been so long, so we in the last video I spoke of us getting an additional opinion and moving forward and using a surrogate due to the scar tissue, and that is what the doctor had recommended, the one that we had seen for the additional opinion. And also so after that we requested information on some agencies, and we had met with 2 of the agencies in the last video. And one of the agencies we felt strongly about and moving forward with, but that did not work out. So it's very expensive, this surrogacy. This surrogate route is very expensive, and here in the US it's very expensive. So even though we felt strongly with the agency we wanted to move forward with, it just did not work out the way that we wanted it to. So what we ended up doing is seeking other agencies. We had a lot of consultations. We requested a lot of information, did a lot of research, and we end up going with a international agency, one outside the US. The price was not as expensive. It was lower cost, and also something that was bearable within our budget, that we could move some things around and afford. So we felt better doing so, going that route. So we chose an agency. Once we did our research, we chose an agency, and it has I would like to say it's been a smooth journey, but there has been some bumps in the road. There's a lot of paperwork, and in our situation, my husband and I, because we had our embryos created at one clinic and then we moved to a different clinic, there was a lot of confusion as to which clinic need to fill out what paperwork. So with some frustration, because I would send the paperwork to one clinic and I would get communication back, or I can't fill this paperwork out. It has to be sent over to such and such clinic because that is where your embryos were created. Then I would send the paperwork over there and just get crickets, like not hear anything back. So I'm just like, are you gonna fill the paperwork out? I mean, let me know something, you know. So I've been through, me and my husband, we have been through a lot of that back and forth. So it took a while. Took a while to get the paperwork filled out by the right clinic, and sometimes it was not filled out correctly, or it was just one space that had the wrong information in it. So I had to resubmit it and ask kindly that the clinic would correct it so that I could get that paperwork in. So finally we have gotten all the paperwork in. We first we had to sign a contract with the agency, and that required paperwork. That wasn't as stressful, you know. They ask for what they ask for, you give it to them, and you move forward. Then we found a courier service because it did require us to ship our embryo outside the US, so that's a whole process. And that was one of the things with the paperwork, you know, because you're having to go through customs, the embryo, and you just want things done the correct way. So it helps for the paperwork to be correct so that there are no delays in the process. So where we are right now, so we filled out the contract for the agency. We selected a courier service, and they have right now our embryo, actually on Tuesday of this week, The courier went by the clinic to pick up our embryo. They sent us pictures, which is great because I was wondering how we would keep track of the tracking. And they sent us pictures when they were there at the clinic. They sent us, you know, it was very touching. It was like an emotional moment. And so right now, where we are in the process, my husband and I, we are having to get documents like our passports and our marriage certificate, certified letter of medical necessity, and let me see what else, passport, marriage license, medical necessity, and the power of attorney, because we do have to do a power of attorney because we are not there right now to sign certain stuff and to, like, we need somebody there where we will pick the surrogate from to, like, be a voice for us. So we have to sign over our rights to them so that they're able to speak for us, because we can't just get on the plane and fly over there every time a document is need to be signed or whatever the case may be. So we have to get those documents, each of them notarized and also apostilled. And then we have to mail them over to where we're having the surrogacy done at, or where we will pick the surrogate mother at. So, you know, I will keep you guys posted on our next steps and how we're doing. I do apologize for the lateness, but it has been so much going on. And like I said, with this paperwork, I would like to say it's been a fairly smooth process, but that would be a lie. It has been nerve-wracking, and the best thing to do to keep my stress level down, I haven't been able to focus on what step are we on right now. Let's focus on getting this done. Just focusing on one step at a time has helped to keep my stress level down, and waiting patiently, you know, having a little grace, because, you know, we all have stuff going on. Doctor's offices, they are short-staffed these days. They're busy, so, but communication is key. You know, just shoot me a text, an email, call me, leave me a voice message, whatever communication. Just let me know you received it, the document, you working on it or whatnot. That's all I ask, because if not, I don't know, you know, this is a very important process. And it's kind of time we need things done in a timely fashion. So we kind of just can't sit around and twiddle our thumbs. We kind of need to know whether you're going to fill the document out or not. So that part was very frustrating. But other than that, we are very blessed to be able to move forward and be as far as we are in this journey. I will keep you guys posted. May each of you continue to be blessed. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your thoughts and prayers. And I will continue to pray for you all as well. And until next time, be safe. And I will talk to you guys soon with an update. Thank you.